Okay, what do I take care of first? The 10, the 2, or the 225? Good. Because we do opposite of PEMDAS, SADMEP. Okay. If you guys have a hard time doing some of this in your head, again, I'd have a times table and or a calculator out. Okay. Max, you good? Do you see why we have to add the 225 first? Yeah? Okay. So x plus 10 squared equals 225. Oh man, I'm having a hard time here. Okay. Now what? The 10 or the 2 next? Good, the 2, the square root. Good. Square root of 225, do I have to start a factor tree or is it a perfect square? It is. What is it? So 15 and negative 15 is what these parentheses equal. So we don't plus or minus at the end, we plus or minus when we square root. It was just at the end of last class because we didn't have any parentheses to deal with. Because on the second day of this unit, right, we learned how to put it into vertex form. And then on the third day of this unit, we learned how to solve square roots. And then today we're putting those two things together, okay? How are we doing, okay? So now what, am I done? Is x all alone? Good job. Minus my 10. So x equals 5 and x equals negative 25. Do I expect you to do all that in your head? No. I have never expected you to do any of that little arithmetic in your head, right? I have? Oh. There's times tables over there. There's calculators over there. Should we do more? Which one? C? Yeah. What first? Good. Square root? Nope. SADMEP. Yeah, I gotta get rid of the 9 next. So I dealt with my addition and subtraction. Now I gotta deal with my division and multiplication. Oh no, that doesn't go into it. Anybody remember what I taught you last time about dealing with the fractions? No? Yeah, if we do the square root, and then remember you can break the square root up and do each part of the fraction separately. So notice I did square root of 1 and square root of 9 separately. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah? What's the square root of 1? 1. And what's the square root of 9? So then my answers are 1/3 and negative 1/3. What do you got? Any questions? I want to do a couple more just to make sure we really get it. We'll do probably one more together, and then I'll have you do one more
Wait, I have a question on now.
Yeah. We actually have to do, the homework is different than this. Knew it. Yeah.
How come it's not just 3x equals the square root of 1?
How come it's not 3x equals the square root of 1? Oh, you can do that. Like, think of it like that. So if you if you do 3x equals the square root of 1, what is the square root of 1?
Like, I just wrote the square root of 1.
Yeah, but that simplifies like square root of 4 does. So the square root of 1 is 1. And negative 1. So then if I divide by 3, notice I'm going to get the exact same answer. 1/3 and negative 1/3. Does that make sense, Aaron? Okay. So you can do it how you were thinking. You just have another couple steps to do. Okay. Let's do one more like this, and then we need to do something else. Okay. Let's do D. Okay, what do I do first on D? Anyone? What do I do first on D? Good job. Get rid of that 25. Okay, so add the 25. So 5x minus 7 squared equals 35. Am I ready to square root? No? What do I do first? Good. So x minus 7 squared equals 7. Doing okay? Any questions? Okay, so now I'm ready to square root. What is the square root of 7? Yeah, it doesn't simplify, and it doesn't have any factors, so that we can just leave it, but we still need our plus and our minus. So let's just stop there. What do you got? Any questions?
Wait, so we don't touch the x minus 7?
Not till the very end, because that's our parentheses, and that's what the very last thing we deal with is. Nope, x isn't alone, so we're not done. So then now I can add the 7.
Did you add 7 to 7?
No, because these ones are not like terms. One is rational and one is irrational. So you just have to leave them separate. One's in a square root and one's not. Exactly. How are we doing, okay?
Wait, why did we do the minus sign?
One more time.
Why did we have
A negative version of it. Anytime you square root, you have to have a plus and a minus.
yeah.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna walk around and make sure you guys are doing all right. Will you guys try B? And then we'll talk about one more thing. B.